Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Walk the Talk. We are excited tonight for a number of reasons. First of all, how about Joe Hart and Walk the Talk Band? Please give it up for them.
I want to begin my talk by telling each and every one of you that you matter.
You know, I didn't know anything about the culture or the people, but great things truly do come from being out of our comfort zone. And I had learned that early in life. Every time that I took on a challenge that I didn't know if I could take, I grew a little bit more and a little bit more.
But the faster I got off medication, the faster I learned coping mechanisms that worked for me. And not to rely on doctors and things, you know, they help, but they don't know the deep down situation.
People are naturally skeptical, so what's gonna happen if you make this change? You're gonna probably hear some sort of sound that sounds like this. Ding, 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 ding. And that sound is their bullshit meter going off.
And by the time we are 4 years old, yes, 4 years old, we have developed 80% of our programs, our belief systems, the lenses through which we view the world and those around us and ourselves. 80%.
She left the room, and 10 minutes later, she sticks her head in the door and she's like, "Cindy, if you're ready, we can start in 20 minutes. And they did. And my 8-hour surgery took 3.5 hours. And I went back to my room that day, and I went home the next day.
In the face of uncertainty and scarcity, those signs, they make us a little braver to keep going.
But it wasn't until I started focusing on the happiness of others that I truly found it within myself.
And when we cut off our spiritual self, it's like cutting off a body part and expecting to function in a normal way.
So we do get lots and lots of shit. The key is, how do you shift out of your shit?
What I'm suggesting here is that a small shimmy in perspective can turn the lights back on in Georgia. Stop denying your possibilities with your self-judgment and start swiping right to tell your brain what can be rather than where your life is scarce.
I'm grateful for civil service workers, for those men and women that pick up my trash and my recycling, for those that repair the potholes in the streets and fix the broken water mains, for policemen and women and firemen and women that put their lives on the line every day to keep us safe, for mayors that prioritize bike lanes, for neighborhood liaisons that attempt to keep the neighborhoods vibrant, for engineers that try to keep our bridges sound.
First place, 50 years old, and she's just getting started. So if you think you're never going to be able to transform your health, think again.
In May this year, Florence and the Machine released a song called Hunger. It is so good. And there's one line that has stuck with me ever since. I thought the love was in the drugs, but the more I took, the more it took away, and I could never get enough.
And that there was, in fact, a ribbon of gratitude and a strand of elation because they were no longer in pain. So perhaps the pain that we do endure may be for those who we leave behind.
There are gifts in everyone and everything, if we see them.
Every idea with love at the center is a great idea. You don't have to have these great ideas. You just have to have love as your purpose. And then the ideas come out of thin air. You're thinking, how can I love this person? Boom. Dance to make them happy.
And I also give you my personal guarantee that if you're willing to practice over and over and over, the paradigm of enlightenment, I promise you, you will live a life of magic. I promise you that.
Creativity cannot exist without optimism.